Forex Trading Unlocked, and we are here for a weekly British Pound US dollar analysis for December 13th through the 18th. So before we get into that, we just want to show you our disclaimer to remind you that this webinar is for illustrative and educational purposes only. And we're going to just want to remind you also to please subscribe to Forex Trading Unlocked if you have not already. Share it with your trading friends also. We would appreciate it. And we're going to talk about some sell signals and some buy signals. And if you want to learn how to trade some really good signals, read the book High Probable Japanese Candlestick Patterns. It's available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle versions, written by yours truly. Yes, I wrote the book. So, and with that, we're going to go to our live action screen here. We have the Forex-Trading-Unlocked.com website pulled up, and we already went to our market analysis and education tab and pulled up the workstation page. Our workstation page here has a bunch of economic number calendars and a bunch of other things on the page, but we're going to focus in on the chart that we already have prepared for you. The British Pound US dollar has been in a bullish mode since middle of September and actually going all the way back to March. Interestingly enough, let's see how these things are shaping up and what's going on. Now remember that the British Pound US dollar is one of the biggest components of the dollar index. The longer term trend, look at what happened as of Friday. We have this trend here from September and October. That's not a steep slope. It's a pretty decent upward slope to maintain a neutral to higher posture, which it has been doing. But then we have this longer term trend here. Let's get that lined up a little bit better. And we'll change the color of this one. Let's make it yellow. So there we go. We can see it. All right. Interestingly enough, the long-term trend that goes all the way back to when the dollar spiked high and has been trending lower versus the pound, Friday it closed just above that. Pretty interesting, isn't it? We had a sell signal back here on December 4th. December 4th seemed to be a little turn for most of the currencies that were bullish versus the dollar. Not all of them, because other ones are making new move highs versus the dollar, not as we speak because it's Saturday morning right now, but they have for the past few sessions, whereas the pound, and just like the euro, has sold off. This sell signal here had us targeting this $32.12 area down to $30.04. Interestingly enough, it had come close to it a week ago, right after the sell signal came really close, and then it rallied, and it looked like it was going to fail. But what did it do? Well, here's what it did. It came down, almost hit our target, then it rallied up, made a lower move high, and then as of the next couple sessions from Wednesday into Friday, this close, this market came off a lower move high, made a lower move low, and then settled right on that line. So we know that if you have lower move lows and lower move highs, that's indicative of a downtrend. So short term on the hourly, we have a coinciding daily sell signal after a higher move high, but from that higher move high, we've made lower move lows and lower move highs on the hourly basis. So I think that we're going to maintain that short-term trend of lower move lows and lower move highs on the hourly basis. One thing I would use as your biggest guide here for that would be watch the $33.22 area and also watch this $34.79 area. Trading above these two levels would have us off the short-term sell signal. Now remember, on the daily here, we already hit our downside target of $32.12 for the sell signal, and we almost hit $31.05, which is right in the middle of our target range. So has this signal been completed? For the most part, yes. If the right thing to do here would be, if you had multiple positions on, we had two on. We took one off at the first level at $32.12. So now we're riding one more short, hanging on, looking for $31.05. However, we were in here at $1. Well, we didn't get in on the close here. We actually got in later, so we got in at $34.09 here. So we're in a good spot. We have already moved break even plus a little bit stops down to this $33.45 area. So as long as we don't pierce that, our second trade will remain on as we look to get an extended move down towards $31.05. So remember, on the hourly basis, we do have this market remaining in a bearish posture, and we're going to remain to do so, especially if we can take out somewhere on Sunday or Monday, this $31.32 area, that would be a really good indication that this bearish momentum will build. Now, remember this number, $31.32. Let's go back to the daily here. So $31.32 would be where? $1.31. I'm just going to put that right there. And we'll just make it $31.32. Here's our line. Look at this. Our red line for the hourly. This is a big deal. Okay, so let's go back to here. $31.32. This is that hourly low. That is the daily low from Friday. If we come below that, if we hit this, take this $31.32, remember that takes us below the overall slope of the trend that has kept this market in a bull market for the past 6 months. This has us definitely confirming a corrective phase if we trade back down through this area again, making lower move lows as we come down to try and test this upward sloping support here. This is the more evenly sloped support line holding this trend intact. If we fail here, well, then we're going to be definitely looking to hammer this $30.04. Beyond that, we have to wait and see what happens as far as any type of signal. We don't have any to go off of that. Remember, we're coming into Brexit. Odds are very good that as we get through this week, if we're going to have any real extreme move, it will happen this week, and then we'll probably start to settle into a very quiet, neutral, sideways trade where range traders are the only ones that are going to be making money as we go into the holiday market. So this week ahead is our last full trading week. The next 2 weeks after that are going to be broken up because we have the Christmas and New Year's holidays where we're going to be losing a day of trading no matter what. So that's something you need to be very mindful of, and the fact that a lot of people are on vacations and what have you and traveling. I know in this coronavirus world, people will not be traveling like they normally do, but we do know that people still will be traveling over the holidays. So since we have no questions on our chat box, we will be back with another individual Forex market weekly analysis video soon. And check out, remember to go to our YouTube channel if you have not already, to subscribe to our Forex Trading Unlocked channel, and hit the little bell too, so you know when you'll get emails of when we have new videos coming out. And check out the book High Probable Japanese Candlestick Patterns to incorporate the best buy and sell patterns into your trading systems and methodologies. And this book is available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle versions. I want to thank you very much for your time, and always go to forex-trading-unlocked.com for all your Forex information.